There's something to be said for power and charisma. The 2018 Ford Focus Street may be just as old as the regular Focus, sharing most of the same elements that have made that car lose much of its appeal as newer competitors came along. It's certainly not the newest and hottest thing around anymore. Yet the Focus Street remains just as much fun as ever, delivering exactly the same mix of performance, practicality and pizzazz that first drew us to it 5 years ago. It's a cool car and always will be. First and foremost, its 252 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder engine continues to be a hoot, thrusting you into the street's Recaro sport seats to the tune of a deep warble. All that power goes through the front wheels only, making it a bit unruly at times, but that's all part of the fun. We also love the 6-speed manual transmission, though acknowledge that the availability of a dual-clutch automatic such as Volkswagen's DSG transmission would widen its audience. Then there's the street's entertaining steering and handling. Yes, it's fun to go quickly in a straight line, but the street has corners licked, too. As for downsides, the streets relate mostly to those inherent to the regular Focus design. The rear seating is cramped, and the base tech interface is behind the times. Cabin quality also isn't as impressive as it once was and is overshadowed by the Volkswagen and Honda competition. Those grippy Recaro seats may also be too confining for drivers of above the average size. In total, though, the 2018 Focus Street needs to be on the ping list for anyone looking for a powerful, charismatic car with plenty of practicality at a reasonable price. It was great 5 years ago and it's still great today. What's new? There are no significant changes for the 2018 Focus Street. There's only one 2018 Ford Focus Street version, so your decision will largely come down to if you want any of the car's optional features. Going with the ST2 or ST3 package will get you the worthwhile Sync 3 infotainment interface, although these packages also include the Recaro Sport seats, which won't be to everyone's waistline. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Ford Focus Street is a performance-oriented version of the Focus 4-door hatchback. There is no sedan version. Both the regular Focus and the even hotter Focus RS are reviewed separately. Every Focus Street comes with a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine, 252 horsepower, 270 lb-ft of torque, a 6-speed manual transmission and front-wheel drive. There is no automatic variant available. There's only one trim level, though a variety of equipment packages bolster the standard feature content. Standard equipment includes 18-inch alloy wheels, summer tires, performance brakes, an electronic limited slip differential, hill start assist, automatic headlights, fog lights, LED daytime running lights, an integrated blind spot mirror, keyless entry and ignition, air conditioning, cloth upholstery, front sport seats with driver height adjustment, 60/40 split folding rear seats, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, Mickey parental controls, a rear view camera, a 4.2-inch central display, Bluetooth, sync voice controls, and a 6-speaker sound system with a USB port. The ST2 package, aka the 401A equipment group, adds xenon headlights, a sunroof, dual-zone automatic climate control, cloth and leather upholstery, Recaro front sport seats, the Sync 3 infotainment interface with an 8-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone app integration, and a 10-speaker Sony sound system with HD radio, a CD player, satellite radio and dual USB ports. The ST3 package, aka the 402A equipment group, adds all ST2 items but also tacks on heated mirrors, a keyless entry keypad, full leather upholstery, heated front Recaro seats with 8-way power adjustments for the driver, a heated steering wheel, a rear center armrest, multicolor ambient interior lighting, carbon fiber interior accents and a navigation system. Standalone options include dark gray 18-inch alloy wheels with red-painted brake calipers, high-performance all-season tires, and the navigation system requires the ST2 package. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically comes in multiple versions that are fundamentally similar. The S in this review are based on our full test of the 2015 Ford Focus Street Turbo 2.0 liters inline 4, 6-speed manual, FWD. Note: since this test was conducted, the current Focus Street is now available with Ford's latest Sync 3 infotainment system replacing the old My Ford Touch touchscreen, which we have sampled in other Ford vehicles. Our findings remain applicable to this year's Focus Street. Driving. An all-around solid performer. Quick acceleration paired with genuinely capable handling and rewarding steering. It's getting on in age, but it's still an excellent choice in a small segment. Acceleration. Boost builds quickly in the street, and will rarely catch the engine lagging. 60 miles per hour arrives from a standstill in 6.4 seconds. Gear spacing is good, though shift twice to hit 60. Braking. A softer pedal than we'd prefer, but power and fade resistance are ample. Consistent braking runs with good stability during full abs panic stops. It stops in 109 feet from 60 miles per hour steering. Quick, responsive and direct. Very accurate. Solid ally for counter-steering, too, which you'll do a lot here if you drive hard. The Street is not a car for beginners. Handling. The Street is more fun than anything else in the class if you like flamboyant driving. Rotates off throttle, but balances back to neutral quickly and controllably with throttle application. The stability control calibration is superb. Drivability. It's very easy to drive with a manageable clutch and shifter. Even novices should learn the Street's nuances quickly. Rapid, responsive and accompanied by terrific sounds. To be fair, there is no automatic option. Comfort. Some comfort compromises are obvious in the Street. Ride quality isn't as smooth as in most non-performance-oriented compacts, but it is good relative to direct rivals. Overall, a good ride handling balance. The optional Recaro seats can be confining. Seat comfort. The optional Recaro seats are comfortable and supportive, but they will make entry and exit more challenging than it would be otherwise. The huge bolsters hold passengers securely but also consume elbow room. Larger drivers probably will find them too confining. Ride comfort. Depends on how you look at it. The Focus Street's ride is busy relative to the ride in a base Focus. Expansion joints can be jarring, but the ride is generally acceptable and even impressive given the Street's abilities. Noise and vibration. Superb intake. Note at wide open throttle that's not present during normal driving. Noticeable wind noise intrusion in certain instances. Otherwise, levels of road and tire noise are livable for the segment. Interior. You won't confuse the Street's interior with that of a standard Focus. Body-colored accents, available Recaro seats, additional instrumentation and a thick-rimmed wheel set it apart. But the design is starting to look and feel dated. Getting in, jetting out. The heavily bolstered Recaro seats will inhibit ingress and egress for smaller drivers who sit close to the wheel, but we can't imagine this car without them. Roominess. As a four-door hatchback, the Focus Street has tons of space relative to sport coupes of comparable performance. However, it has notably less backseat space than its primary rivals from Volkswagen and Honda. Visibility. Visibility is average for this segment. No obvious blind spots, pillars are relatively thin. Big side mirrors with built-in blind spot mirrors. Quality. Build quality can be a bit hit and miss at times. Materials quality, which was once a Focus strong suit, is now average given more recently introduced rivals. Good, not great. Utility. Hatchback usability is a plus. Good rear cargo space. The split and folding rear seats don't fold completely flat, and the thick Recaro seats compromise cargo space marginally. Technology. Sync 3 is one of the easiest touchscreen tech interfaces to use. We like the clear touchscreen graphics, quick response times and the easily navigable menus. The Focus-based system is pretty archaic and frust, so getting Sync 3 is highly recommended. Long-term road test. To learn more about the Ford Focus Street of this generation, Read our updates from a full year of living with a 2013 Focus Street. We cover everything from seat comfort to real-world fuel economy. Please note that the 2018 Focus Street slightly differs from our long-term model. There were steering and suspension changes for 2015 that had negligible effect, while the My Ford Touch Tech interface was replaced for 2016 with Sync 3. The Focus Street is the same generation, though, so most of our observations still apply. Read long-term test.